All right, this is my truck. It is a 2007 Dodge Ram 2500. Has a 6.7 liter Cummins turbo. It's running great right now. It's expensive to keep it running though. It's a day cab with a long bed, four-wheel drive. So sleeping in it isn't really optional. I have a gooseneck trailer. It's a 14,000 pound split tilt deck over trailer. So it's got two 7,000 pound axles. I mainly run locally around Phoenix and Arizona. Yesterday though I went to Colorado and delivered a Jeep for a guy, so just take what you can get. Anyway, I've been seeing videos on attachments and chaining and how to do stuff, and I see a lot of guys like to do stuff like this, where they take the chain down like in the stake pocket and then hook it up like this. I don't like that, because first of all, you're on the outside of the rub rail and it just looks tacky. It's probably even a DOT violation, but if you're going to do that, hold this with one hand and do this. Bring it back up inside like this and turn it and hook. That's better. Don't do it at all. Do it like that. See, the clevis hook is the only thing on the outside of the rub rail. And even if you put it on the other side, come back up through it. Put it like that. Okay. Tip for anybody that's curious: don't go on the outside of the rub rail. Go on the inside. Now, I don't do this because a couple of reasons. First of all, these stake pockets, they're thin. See, the welds are all the way down, but I don't know. Some of these, like this next one, is thinner, which I don't know if you can tell, but that is thinner than that. I don't know, it must be a manufacturer defect, but if I start pulling a chain against that, it's going to bend it. I don't want to bend anything. So, if you look down, if I can see the shadow in the way, right down between the cross member, it goes straight across the deck. You can usually tell where the screws are. There aren't any screws on this particular one, but this right here is what I'm going to hook to. So if I go drop my chain down here, I'll pull it back up until it's up against here. So it won't slide. Pull it this way. Pull it this way, it'll slide. Stay there. So let me get under here and look. You see under here, this is the C-channel frame, and it goes the full length of the trailer, all the way down. Of course, on both sides, because this is the frame. If you hook it to the frame, it's not going anywhere. That's, to me, the strongest anchor point you're going to find on a trailer like this. And if it's up against the cross member, which as you can see goes all the way across the deck, and you pull it against the cross member, it's not going to go anywhere. If I was trying to put pressure that way, then I just put the hook on this side, then it's not going that way. So I put it here where I can. I pull tight on it. And I can pull away. And I'm not on the rub rail. If I'm on this side of the rub rail, I'm going to bend the rub rail, so don't do that either. And of course, you can stick it through here, through the stake pocket. And hook it wherever you find the cross member. And when you pull it, same thing. It's also putting pressure on the bottom of the stake pocket, which to me is putting pressure on the entire weld, and I don't know if that makes a difference or not. And the skinnier stake pockets, I try to avoid them. Anyway, if you have chain spools, a pipe spool, if you have two stake pockets, they're usually 2 feet apart. So about in the middle here, there'll be a round tube in here. And as long as it's got welds all the way around it, that's a pipe spool. And that is where you want to drop your chain in, pull it back up and hook it to itself. And that's the best way to hook up. And I've seen guys that have chain spools don't use them because they don't know what they're for. I don't have them, this trailer doesn't have them. If I have a spot where I need an anchor point like this, because these are removable. These are rated at 5,400 pounds each. So far I haven't had any problems with them. They're movable, but you run through your chain through it. And you just hook it back to itself like this. Try to find an edge that's not welded. I don't know why it would matter, but best practices, I guess. If you can't, but try and find an edge that's not welded, a length that's not welded. Hook. I can get it turned over with one hand. Put this here. Pull on it. Now I'm right here. I'm using the D-ring and it's pulling against. Now if I pull back this way, this happens. And it pops up a little bit, which makes me nervous. But D-rings are super thick. The welds are super heavy. I'm not even sure. I think they're rated at 5,400 pounds or something. And the only thing about it is this little pin in here, which does get a lot of pressure put on it when you pull against it. And I haven't bent that yet. I haven't messed up the stake pocket D-ring. And I do move them around and I use them on occasion. So that's how the chain should be used that way. Hook the chain back to itself. These clevis hooks are meant to hook to itself. They're designed to hook back to a chain. So you're not doing anything wrong with that. On the other side, I would do the exact same thing. Run the chain through over there, run it through the D-ring, and put it back on itself, and then hook the binder in between. So either way, however I hook it, I'm always pulling the chain back together to itself. I don't hook anything to the rub rail, especially on the outside like this, because it'll bend. Ask me why I know that. I watched it happen one day. I was like, why the hell is that bending? May not be this one. There's probably forklift damage. It's on my other trailer. So the thing, when you got guys loading you got to watch them like a hawk, because they'll bang right into your trailer. I had a tractor the other day, bent this all the way in. He just rotated his tractor around and it just pushed that in like it was nothing. So stay away from them. They got a crowbar out, pulled it back, but now it's bent and messed up. And you know, these trailers don't last forever if you beat them up. So take care of your equipment. Be careful with these. Check your own stake pockets and see if they're thinner. And again, if you're going to do it, this one, wrap it through, pull it back out. On the inside, don't do this. Don't hook it to itself. It's just thin. Hook it there. That's fine. As far as DOT goes, I'm honestly not sure. I think if you ask 3 different DOT officers the same question, you're going to get 3 different answers, and anybody out there that drives CDL knows that. So, depends on the cop. You can tell the judge, but I don't think that's going to get you a ticket. Plus, it's not going to put any stress on anything except that stake pocket, which again is the whole weld. But if you can, hook it underneath. Hook it here. Well, see, I can't here. This is where things get interesting. Hook it underneath, come back up underneath. That's it. I'm no expert, although I am a paid professional to do this since I get paid for it. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.